I could just sit here for so long. Hello, all the crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to Pokemon Legends Arceus. Last time, I've spent a lot of time getting lost, actually, and then I went back to Diamond Settlement and said hello to some people. And this time, I am going to be taking a walk around Lake Valor, and now that I actually look at the map, this is probably going to give me access to most of this this easternmost side of this region over here. And I foresee myself spending a bit of time doing that. We're gonna see. Let's see. Let's get on with it. There's no point wasting time over there. I hope I find some new Pokemon. I am not going to waste time and Pokeballs just throwing stuff at Combi in just like infinitely. That is not a tree with something in it. But if I do find something new, or if I find maybe some more Starly that I need for that one person all the way back at the beginning of the game, or Buizel or something like that, I will, of course, make an effort to catch them. That is another Onix. I've already caught one of you. That was a little bit of work. I don't know if I want to do it again. I could see how one of the other Pokeballs work on you, I guess. Heavy Ball is not going to make it all the way to where you are now. But I'm actually surprised I hit you on the first try. Well, we got ourselves an Onix, and that did complete a little mini mission for you in the Pokedex, finding two of you. All right, not gonna use you. So there's that fancy cave in there. Gonna try not to think about what cool things I might find in there right now, because it's probably not going to be available until later. But for now, let's just keep on walking. I don't know if I've just gotten used to it or if there's been like less egregious examples of it than there were earlier in the game, but I did notice that little bit of pop-in on that cliff over there, and it's I haven't noticed as much of that recently. I don't know. Again, I could just not be paying as close attention to it because it's not as funny or surprising or whatever the 20th time you see it as it is the first. All right, Tangela, you're walking right into this one. I'm sorry. I don't actually know if I've got a Tangela yet, but I will. All right, that is 2 out of 3. Boy, all the way off in the distance, you can still see sort of that space-time distortion rift thing. Okay, and there's another Tangela, so if I maybe do this again, that'll probably be 3 out of 3. Has the catch rate of things in this game gone up? Because I feel like ordinarily, at best, you would... He's just kicked in hard. Ordinarily, at best, at full health, the best that you would be doing when it comes to catching things is 1 out of 3. And, like, maybe there's a mechanic in the game where if you're, if the Pokemon isn't aggroing you, their catch rate goes up by, like, I don't know, another 50% or so. But I feel like I've gotten away with catching a lot more stuff than I really should be able to, even with accounting for anything like that. So I wonder if like the default base catch rate for a lot of things has been increased to like 2/3 or something, and maybe the scarier things like the Onixes or whatever, the Onix, it's 14 remaining, might have a catch rate of like 40% or so. I can't reach that far with a heavy ball, can I? Got 38 of them, so I guess it's worth a try. Ooh! Alright, I'm dead. And I seem to be aggroing you anyway. Can I, like, yeah, alright. Not gonna do that again. Maybe later. Do something like that. Alright, that was almost very bad. Probably not. I'm sure that if I did fall down a cliff and die, I would, the only thing that would happen would be that I'd respawn the way that I do when I drown. I don't know what happens if you lose a fight, if you lose a battle. I don't know what happens if you, like, take too much damage on the field or whatever. But I have to assume that it's all the same. You'll just respawn at a previously known safe location. Okay. So I remember looking at the wild area in Sword and Shield and feeling sort of like it was alright. It definitely wasn't bad. It had its cool moments and everything, but it felt like it was a practice run for something else. And then, of course, Legends Arceus was announced, and I said, oh, that explains a lot. And I obviously don't know for certain if that actually was the case, if the wild areas in Sword and Shield were really a practice run for this. I don't know how much of the development team from those games has been shifted to Legends Arceus after Sword and Shield came out, but it does feel like Game Freak has been attempting to do this for a decent amount of time now. And it's definitely not perfect. There's definitely still a degree of emptiness to how this all feels. I did compare it to a walking simulator earlier, which is definitely a game that probably does not have the broadest appeal outside of weirdos like me. And it certainly does not make doing a Let's Play of the game that much easier if there's not a compelling secondary game loop, which I guess you could make the argument in this game that the catching Pokemon thing is primary or secondary gameplay, depending on what you're more into. But that's just something that I've had in mind. Scarlet and Violet came out recently. You might have seen some of the notifications on the Nintendo Switch UI informing me that my friends are playing Scarlet and Violet right now. I've heard that it's very much the same thing. That it hasn't really been, unfortunately, that much of an advancement in Scarlet Violet as much as like a sideways step, which appeals to some people more than others. Different friends of mine have very different opinions on how good those games are, but Pokemon has always been a bit of a long-term evolution, for better or for worse. It's not one of my favorite part of the franchises that it took as long as it did to get like things like scaled experience for underleveled monsters and that kind of thing. Just generally like quality of life things that you kind of expect in other RPGs. But where the series goes from here will be interesting, to say the least. And I've gotten to the point where I'm just like throwing things at trees with berries in them, and I'm kind of starting to expect that I won't be able to actually pick up what's in the trees because my statue is full so much of the time, and I'm kind of just doing it out of habit, and also because I get a small amount of experience points from doing it. Where was I before I started getting focused on trees? That is a Yanmega. Let's keep our distance for now. You know what? What if we don't keep our distance? What if we don't keep our distance? But yeah, I would certainly like to see... Oh, level 58. All right, you're just messing with me now. I don't think so. Yeah, I was gonna say if you're like level 40, I might be able to get away with using Rollout on you once or twice, but if you're... All right, I guess that's a consolation prize. Whatever. So that rift, I think that's actually still where it was. When I went through it earlier. I don't think it's moved or anything like that. Let's see. I'm not really seeing any new Pokemon now, which is a bit of a letdown, honestly. For as far as I've come, I'm still seeing Carnivine, I'm still seeing Combee, I'm still seeing Paris and that kind of thing, and it's not a surprising kind of Pokemon to find in areas like this, but I wouldn't mind seeing something new once in a while. I get the feeling something's chasing me. There's that eye at the top of the screen, and then there's like dramatic music. But I can't see what it is. Oh, is it that? Whatever that is, that's a... I don't know why you would be chasing me. Combee generally don't. Anyway. I've also pointed out, and, let's see, can I swim in here? I cannot. Alright, too deep. Too deep, too deep. Goodbye. I've also pointed out, a lot of the music in this game is very quiet, and there's a lot of stretches where you don't hear music. Much like in Breath of the Wild, which this game has taken like 95% of its auditory inspiration from. Is that a Turtwig? Alright, hang on. No, you are not getting away. We have to do this, actually. But the music that is in this game seems to be a lot... I hate you. Seems to be a lot of, remixes of music from Sinnoh. I've heard, I don't know the numbers of the routes off the top of my head, unfortunately, but I've heard a couple. I've heard, like, Jubilife. I've heard, I want to say Route 208-ish music in this game. That's nice. I like the music. Let's see. This is a Rindoberry. That is plump beans, and I don't have space for it. It looked like a Rindoberry. I may... Okay, it looks like if I go... Maybe not by that pond, but around the back of this rock over here, I might be able to go around the back and keep going a little bit. What is that? Is that a... Oh, those are Teddy Gearsa. I was gonna say, that looks like a Scraggy or something, but that is not a Pokemon that would be introduced until several generations later. Or one generation later than Sinnoh anyway, and we seem to be using the Sinnoh Dex. Okay. Can I get a Turtwig to respawn? I'd like it if I could get a Turtwig to respawn. I should have engaged it in combat instead of trying to catch it from a distance, and that would have... Actually, that's not true. It could have still run away. If I engaged it in combat. I don't know if it would have or not. Anyway, can I go any farther right now? I seem to be blocked by like tall rocks. Alright, I don't remember if these protagonists in this game have names, but whatever your names are, could take some cues from Link for skills when it comes to traversing. And that's a Ghastly. Those only spawn at night, huh? I feel like I've seen them around, but only at night. Alright, anything else I can do around here? Like, again, it's possible that I could go up the sides a little bit. Can I hit R to hide that? Definitely looks like there is probably a little bit more to see and do down here. South of that pond. But I guess that's as far as I can go for now. Did I ever... It stands to reason that I should be able to come down here, right? I feel like it would be really strange if I just couldn't explore the section down there, even if I didn't find a way earlier. Do I want to do that now? You know, I don't really feel like doing that now. But at the same time, I do. Timing. Alright, whatever. Let's go there. Hang on. I'll be back. Ooh, what on earth is going on here? Alright, you all just spawned. Hi. How about you don't do that? Alright, Porygon. What is happening? That is, I meant to throw an actual, yeah, there we go. Can we start combat? No, we can't start combat? There we go, alright. No, alright. Wow. I do not know what's going on here. I thought I was taking a shortcut to get through there. That is a Stardust. But I seem to have walked in something that was, a little bit more trouble than I thought it was going to be. This is fascinating. Do I just have to, like, throw Pokeballs at you? What? I'll wait for the plot to explain itself a little more before getting myself caught up in that, I think. Let's just, yeah, hop out the other side here. And, ow. Let's be on our merry way. See, the thing about being able to get to that swampland in the middle there is that I haven't seen any bridges connecting it, and looking at the map, it doesn't look like there's any bridges connecting it, so maybe, as was the case in this thing down here, I just had to come back here once I gained the ability to swim. Alright, that's unfortunate, but I feel like there's probably a lot more to see around here that I haven't seen yet, because I hadn't yet at that point really figured out how this game works. But I'll go back there and visit more later, I'm sure. Yeah, let's go turn in a Lost and Found. I found a statue. I don't remember if that was on recording or not. Or on commentary or not. Let's go and fast travel back to the professor. And then we can go back and actually move on with the plot. Okay. I haven't gotten a lot done in this video yet. I will, however, report my findings. And you will give me money, and that is nice. I like having money, although there's not, it seems, that much to do with it in this game so far. But you will update my Pokédex. Very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna want to go back and see how much progress towards the next rank I have. Let's go back to the village. I can just do that from here. And okay, so we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do some plot stuff. We've also gotta ask the healer person about making medicine for that one side quest. You're back! Get to the commander's office, quick! Alright, that sounds dire. Alright, fine, I'll do this for that lady that wanted a Starly. That's a Munchlax while we're at it. And Starly's data has been completed. Munchlax. Okay, that is the number of large species of Weasel that I've caught as well while I'm out here, and hopefully at least one of them is good enough for that guy who wanted a really large Weasel. Alright. You all making me do all your chores. Which again, I have to say, I don't find as objectionable as I sort of thought I would. When I first thought about doing all these fetch quests for NPCs in town. But let's see. You are going to make me talk to the professor. Yes, I have caught 4 Weasel, and apparently one of them was on the big side, so hopefully that's going to be like maybe I don't know. Guy's got some odd interests, that's for sure. So I'm going to get out of there. I'm going to tell this guy that I know I should talk to Silene, and that I know that there's going to be like trouble in town or whatever that I've got to sort out, because that's how we do things in this game. I've really got to stop saying that. That is the phrase that I've latched onto in the last couple months for playing video games. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can, before I make story progress. Oh, there's a game down there too. Okay, I walked past one of them in the field out there, but I didn't like think much about it. I think it was the balloon race game. Which one of you do you want? I can also turn this in. I don't know where you are. Taohua. Where do I find you? You might only come out at a certain time of day. I doubt that... Oh, that might be an NPC inside. Okay, that's an NPC inside. I was gonna say, there's a couple side quests to be had out on the overworld, but I doubt that's one of them, because most of the side quests that I picked up until fairly recently have been in town. I should do another pass around town to see if anybody else has any more side quests for me, though. Let's see, are we gonna have story progress made? No, we are going to, I guess, have to talk to the professor manually. And was I supposed to talk to one of you people? Yeah, about that. Okay, it's the secret medicine. Again, a bit of a Pokemon tradition. Yes, produced by the apothecary in Cianwood City. I like how we're just expected to know where that is, even though it's not actually in this game. But that'll be part of that side quest. I might just jump back out there and fill in that one too while I'm at it. All right, you've got You got some need for herbs, yeah? Hardy grains. That's sort of like herbs. Anyway, I picked up a couple of them on my travels, and you can have them. And the Crimson Myland's finest feature, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of things to like about that area. The sway and the sway of those golden brown stalks come across the landscape. It fills me with yearning for home. I'd wager if you combined hardy grains with other ingredients, it'd bring out tasty aromas that would make Pokemon gather around. All right. I won't send you back as a failure here since you so kindly brought me these. Tell Troy I'll set him up with some new wares. Alright. Another satisfied customer. What else is there? Okay, so I've gotta finish this one by going and talking to Troy outside. Can I tumble up the stairs? I can. That feels very safe. That feels like something that everybody should do when they go up and down stairs, especially downstairs. That sounds a lot harder. I'm sure you get bonus points if you're able to do it successfully. Anyway, Troy. Let's see. I believe the one guy downstairs said that yes, he would have more stock for you, or more types of merchandise anyway. You've had some complications, have you? All right. Well, you seem happy, and that's as good of an outcome as any. Next. I need to talk to the commander. Oh, that's, story things. This one I can turn in. Where do I find you? Is that really gonna be right next to me? That's really gonna be right next to me. Okay, that's convenient. Hello. I have completed Starlight's Pokédex entry, and it took a long time, and I hope you appreciate it. Wait one moment. Male and female Starlight have different appearances? Let me see. Some markings on their foreheads are different sizes. Incredible, I had no idea. There's a couple of sexual dimorphisms in Pokemon. There's not a lot, but there's a couple, and they're cool little touches. Now I know more about it, I imagine I might finally bring myself to touch a Starly. Please, if you can find it in your heart, catch a Starly and bring it to me. There's not a Pokemon in the world so adorable as Starly, I tell you. Well, if you were able to fill in the prerequisite side quest, you should most certainly be able to fill in the follow-up side quest, because you will most likely have a number of them in your inventory. The smooth curl of the feather on its head, those lovely round eyes. Oh, it's lovely through and through. I adore it down to the last feather. Me too, lady, me too. Why, hello there, Starly. Want to pet it? That's a lot more warm and fuzzy than saying, do you want to touch it? You are horrified. Alright. I think I'm quite satisfied just looking at it after all. Besides, it might let Lisa move. Who outside of the Survey Corps or Security Corps could actually do something so frightful as approach a Pokemon willingly? All the same, I must thank you for showing me this sweet Starly. Some people will see a Pokemon and simply flee on sight, you know. Perhaps being able to read all about Pokemon in the Pokedex might just put them up more at ease. Well, it's a work in progress. We'll get you to pet a Starly sooner or later. Before the end of the game. I have no idea if there is anything of the sort in the game's programming that would allow you to do such a thing, but you know what? We're gonna do it. Alright, so what else is there? Is that referring to a Bidoof? I feel like that's referring to a Bidoof. I thought about doing this one as well, but I think Roselia can be found in the Mirelands, and I was in the grasslands, and I didn't feel like going back, at least not now. This I can do now. I wouldn't be surprised if I have enough affinity with Quilava right now. And you're gonna be off by the side. Down here. And we'll see if you think that I'm good enough friends with my Pokemon yet. And there's all the guys out in the pasture. That's cute. Hello, Bellamy. How about it? Ready to show me how friendly you are with that Pokemon of yours? Yeah, that's the one that I've had the longest is you. Admittedly, Quilava has fainted a lot, which probably isn't helping, but okay, that's a good sign. I grew up watching how she interacted with them, so I have a bit of a knack for sensing how compatible a person is with a Pokemon. you'd like to, you can keep on coming to show me your Pokemon. I'll be happy to inform you at any time how they're feeling about you. Okay. So that unlocks the happiness checker and gives me a rare candy. That's definitely a minor side quest. I did notice that there are a couple of quests related to will-o-wisps. So the mysterious red will-o-the-wisp in the windswept ruins at night. The gather all the wisps found in every corner of the Huisi region. That sort of thing. Cherim. Okay, that's another dex entry I'll have to complete. Kricketot. Have I completed Kricketot? Let's have a look at Kricketot. There's a chance that I might have, because I did go and catch a bunch of them. I did, okay, so I can do that side quest. I did go and catch a bunch of Kricketot for kind of no reason not too long ago, which I guess paid off. Me being weird about this paid off. So this can be found... Are you going inside? Oh, there's a new request inside. Here you are, out in the Fieldlands. So I have completed Cricketot's Pokédex page. Would you like to pet one as well? I wonder if Anvin from the Survey Corps could put together an instrument with a similar shape to those antennae. All right. So you're gonna give me my reward. I wonder if I'm going to have to go and do another quest after this. You need to catch and battle a species over and over, right? Yeah, raise the dex entry to level 10. I finally figured out that that's what it is, by the way. If you don't have to fill in like every single checkbox in order to complete the entry, but you have to raise the research level to 10 by doing a certain number of tasks. All right. Next, here we are back in the Diamond Settlement. And I am going to talk to Marita. Oh, it's Marcia. The I is coming after the T there. And I have found a cure for the Psyduck, and I will be giving it to you for your Psyduck. And your headaches are going to be at least allayed for at least a little bit while, because, you know, Psyducks, they can never go too long without having a headache. Kind enough to help total strangers. I don't know if you're talking about me or the Psyduck, but I'm going to hope that it's me, because that sounds nice. You had no reason to worry. Alright. Secret medicine, yes. Galaxy team must be very talented. Maybe I'll go visit you all in Jubilife sometime. So that is going to be a quest complete. That is a max revive. Alright. Late game item. And I'm going to send that to my storage. What else is there? There's always... And this is going to be, I think, the first one now. Catch a big Buizel and bring it to Dorian. I've got 4 more than I had the last time I talked to him. I really hope that at least one of them is good enough. Alright, mister, none of your Buizel are cool enough for me. Let's see what you have to say. Yes, I have brought a bigger Buizel. Whatever, you can have that. I think the last one I caught was supposed to be the biggest or whatever. I never expected you bring me one so quickly. I don't like you. Alright, whatever, you no fun people. So there's another side quest for me in here, apparently. Yeah, there are some... Okay, so there's 2 more on this board. Moral the Mushroom Hunter, nice, is curious about the mushroom growing on Parasec's back. Please assist him in investigating. What does this have to say? Wait. Alright, so you're not going to pop up the little info thing, so I'm going to have to check manually. What a massive mushroom. Okay, so I've just got to go talk to him. Alright, and he's in town somewhere. And the other one is watering with care. There's a Sudowoogu at the bog-bound camp that seems to be feeling rather poorly. That's not good. Oda, one of the chaps from the village, is doing his best to treat it, but he could use a bit of help. Alright. I will come with the Miracle Grower then. But first, we are going... There are no other requests, yes. First, we are going to go and see what, Moral? It was a mushroom pun. It was some kind of mushroom pun. Has to say about mushrooms, and perhaps I will be able to... perhaps I will be able to actually do this now, because I have done some things with Paris and Parasect. I don't think I've caught a Parasect yet. I've only got Paris. You there. Seems one of my fellow mushroom enthusiasts are looking into a fungus that sprouts from the back of a certain Pokemon. Parasect is its name, I think. If you manage to catch one, I'd love to take it off your hands and do some research of my own. As a mushroom foraging veteran of 20 years, I am to keep my finger on the beating pulse of all fungal fact-finding endeavors, after all. Okay. I do have a Parasect. Apparently. Alright, Parasect. You can have Parasect. Have fun. Enjoy your... Look, if you read the Pokédex entry on Parasect, it is a lot creepier than it looks. And that's saying something because those eyes are just on another level. Yeah. I know. It does that. Call it a forager's intuition, but 20 long years of picking tells me something is amiss. Yeah, I'm sure of it. That thing definitely turned to look at me just now. It's definitely a mushroom. Had you for a minute there. Please forgive my shroom humor. But could you imagine? To think, a Pokemon that's really just a mushroom. Such a thing is the stuff of fiction, right? Alright, well, whatever it is, I recommend that you don't look into the backstory of exactly what is with Parasect's empty, blank, white eyes if you want to be able to sleep tonight. So you can do that. That was actually a fairly fast side quest. The other one, watering with care. Okay, that's someone probably in Diamond Clan. Alright, let me go out there and see what he has to say. Okay, so this is actually not going to be at the Diamond Place, Diamond House, Diamond Camp, whatever. This is actually going to be here. And I'm going to have to talk to the NPC who are you the one who set up camp over here? I don't remember. Alright, have a look at the Sudowoodo. It was looking pretty listless, so I gave it a whole feast of berries. But even though it gobbled them up, it still seems like it has no energy at all. Isn't that odd? So then I figured it must be parched. After all, it's a plant, right? It must need to be watered. And then you found out it was actually a rock. So if we could just fire off a healthy water pulse at it, I'm sure it'd perk up in no time. Okay, I can do that. I've got something with water pulse on me, actually. Bring me a Pokemon with Water Pulse. I've got a Pokemon with Water Pulse. That would be Buizel, who has apparently been getting a lot of attention recently. Yeah, get ready, Sudowoodo. Let's do this. Woodoo? Noodoo! Alright, you're back. That was a little bit more dramatic than... Oh, do I have to fight you too? That was a little bit more dramatic than with the, like, spraying you with the Psyduck Pail thing from, Heart Gold and Soul Silver. I can't remember exactly how that went. I just had to get the item from you from the flower shop, and then that was a whole funny thing. Anyway, I'm just gonna... Do I want to try and catch you? I guess I can try and catch you. I'm gonna get whacked by a rock. And we can absorb again. And this should, I think, put you in range where I can catch you. Although, the fact that your defenses are so high, I don't know if that is going to have an effect. I feel like it didn't... Defense buffs and stuff didn't really matter in traditional Pokemon for catch rates, but I feel like in this game that's the sort of thing that it would... Oh, I can't catch you. Okay. In that case, we'll just finish you off this way. You seem to be enjoying yourself. Alright, this one should be all I need, and we can call it a day. So, Carnivine, I still feel like I'm kind of wasting HP on Carnivine, because I still kind of don't feel like using Carnivine, but... Alright, you learned a new move. Whatever. You don't like getting wet. Indeed. Gosh, I rained on your parade. Sorry, Sudowoodo. I'm sorry for making you a part of this, too. I thought I was helping, but when you get right down to it, I just don't understand, Sudowoodo. Keep working hard on that Pokédex to educate poor fools like me, would you? Alright. That was interesting. I like how in this game, like, Pokemon using moves have, like, relevance to the actual world around you instead of just combat. It feels a lot more like the anime like this. It feels a lot more, and I know that Phil Spencer has beaten this word to death multiple times on the stage at E3 by this point, but immersive. And I like things that make Pokemon feel more like actual like entities and not just... I didn't catch anything. Not just like combat units, generic combat units. Anyway, what did I get for Parasect? The only thing I did with Parasect recently was showing the NPC in town. Anyway, I think that is all that... What? Hello? Yes? I think that is all that there is for me to do here. I am going to end this off. I've actually been recording this video for like an hour. I know that a lot of that is going to get cut out, but next time we shall be going into the, what is it, the office, the guild, the galaxy thing, and we are going to be moving on with the plot, finally. I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will see you all later. I really like shots like this, okay?